Wet-dry vacs are one of the most versatile pieces of equipment out there. They're able to remove liquids from a carpeted surface, suck up liquids like a cleaning slurry, and vacuum debris both big and small. They come in many shapes and sizes, from 2-gallon tanks to 55-gallon tanks. In plastic bodies to aluminum or stainless steel bodies, there's almost no limit to the amount of variety. But don't worry. Even though the wet-dry vac in this video may look different than yours, all wet-dry vacs generally work the same. So follow along with me as I go over how to use a wet-dry vac. Before you can use your wet-dry vac, you have to make sure that it is equipped with the right filter. To do that, first, detach the motor cover assembly. Your model may have a clasp or a latch. Locate it on opposite sides of the motor cover assembly and either unlatch or unclasp to release it. Filters, like wet-dry vacs, can come in different shapes and sizes. Dry filters are most commonly pleated or cloth and have great dust control. Wet filters, on the other hand, are often made from synthetic open-weave materials and are great for liquid removal. It's important to remember that you cannot use a dry filter for wet pickup, and vice versa. Using the wrong filter, or none at all, can cause serious, permanent damage to the wet-dry vac's motor. Now that we're using the right filter, secure the motor cover assembly back in place. Next, if you're using any accessories, like an extension and wand for the hose, or front mount squeegee, you should attach them. For the wand tool, you'd have to screw it into one end of a hose and screw the other end of the hose into the wet-dry vac's inlet. That's all it takes. With the filter and accessories in place, it's time to start vacuuming. The wet-dry vac is easy to use, even for wet pickup. For example, in order to remove slurry from the floor using either a wand or front-mounted squeegee, you just make overlapping passes like you would with an auto scrubber until it's all removed. Whether you want to use a wand or a squeegee comes down to user preference. Either one can clean slurry with no problem. But slurry isn't all what wet-dry vac is good for. It can remove grease, food waste, stripper, paper scraps, and so much more. Once the tank is full, it'll need to be emptied. It's a very straightforward process for both wet and dry debris. So let's jump right in. To empty the recovery tank, all you need to do is remove the lid cage. The lid should be able to pop right off, exposing whatever debris has built up in the tank. Dry debris can be emptied into a trash bag or waste bin, while any liquids can be poured out by tipping the unit over. Most models will come equipped with a drain hose that can also be used to drain the tank. After draining the recovery tank, don't forget to rinse it. If you don't, it can promote the growth of mold and mildew. And there you have it, how to use a wet-dry vac. If you have any more questions about wet-dry vacs or are interested in getting one for your facility, then consider reaching out to an Imperial Dade facility near you. Our equipment specialists can perform a free evaluation of your floor care program in order to assess how useful a wet-dry vac would be for your operation. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment below.